Hello guys and welcome back by another first look. This time I'm looking at Planet Zoo. The beta just started. I am so hyped about this game. It's insane. I've been waiting for another Zoo Tycoon or something like that for so long. Oh, I can't wait. Okay, welcome to Planet Zoo. Thank you for joining us. You're just a few small steps away from experiencing the world of Planet Zoo. First, we create an avatar of yourself to represent you, your amazing creation on the Planet Zoo community. Make sure to create someone your friends will recognize. Right. I want to create my avatar. Alright, I'm female, thank you. I'm an adult. I have no clue. I just made something that I think looks fun to play with. Can you show me your face, your side of your face, girl? Oh, I like blue. I'm going for blue, F it. No! I like that better. Not that one. The top, I want to have like something like that. No! Alright, apply. Okay, legs. Somewhat the same as the other, like that one, something like that. Apply. All right. Oh, look at that. I'm not gonna do that though, but. All right. We'll go for that one. I'm not that skinny, so let's go for that one. Accept. Doesn't look like me at all, but I don't care. Let's place my avatar. Yes. Alright, sandbox is closed. You have friend size. Are you ready to launch your own friend size? Build zoos all around the world, breed animals and release them into the wild. But don't forget about your visit. This is probably something I will play the most because I don't know, that's something that I do in Zoo 2 also at the moment. Career, embark on a career in zoo management. Complete varied and increasingly challenging scenarios and see how far you can go. Alright, so the first scenario is open, career path, campaign, however you want to call it. The first one is open. Well, let's see. Why are you on medium? I want to have my preset set to ultra. I don't know if it's gonna work. Probably crash my game, but I'm gonna try it. Alright, so this one I'm gonna try out the career game. Career is only the first one that you can play at this moment. Anything that I do now is not going to take in the new launch thingy. Renovated and renamed after its purchase by Bernard Goodwin in the 1980s. Goodwin's house has since become one of the most respected zoos in the country. More recently, it has undergone a further renovation to update many of the habitats and facilities, but due to various issues, the work hasn't quite been complete. Which is where you come in. Alright, let's see. Let's start a new zoo. For the first time in 15 years, there is a new Zoo Tycoon. Not to talk about that thingy that Microsoft made, the Zoo Tycoon for the Xbox and for the Microsoft Store. I tried it. Well, I bought it. I tried to install it on my computer. It wouldn't let me. So I got my money refunded because it just didn't work. It didn't work at all. Quite sad because I love also games, mostly also games. So I've just been playing Zoo Tycoon 2 on the PC and on my DS.
Ah, heyo at Hematu. Yeah, Oh, sorry about that. I have a habit of slipping back into the Planko language. It's good to finally meet you in person. I'm Bernard, although I insist you call me Bernie. The only person who calls me Bernard is my wife. And even then, only when I've tracked elephant dung into the carpets. As you know, I own several zoos, but I always like to show people the ropes here at my home. This is the first zoo I ever opened, and a source of great pride for me. And prides, thanks to a lion breeding program we ran in the 80s. But we're in the middle of a big renovation, and that's where you come in. Sadly, our old contractor had to retire after developing a fur allergy. Poor devil kept sneezing his dentures into the lion habitat. So, it's up to you to finish everything off. Don't worry, though. I'm not completely throwing you in at the deep end. My head keeper, Nancy Jones, will be lending a helping hand. Oh, she's a hard worker, and she'll expect you to be too. But I'm sure you'll get along like a house on fire, or even better, one that isn't on fire. Less shouting that way.
Hello there. From that rosy, fresh face of yours, I'm guessing you're Bernie's new hire. Good. Now, I hope you're ready to ditch your diploma because we're about to get really hands-on. But before we begin the real work, how about we familiarize you with the zoo by learning how to fly around it and visiting some of our beautiful animals? We'll start by popping over and having a look-see at the grizzly bears in their habitat.
I'm just trying to figure out, so this is the way, okay. I'm trying to figure out how anything works. Alright. Raise, lower. Okay. So you wanted me to check out the grizzly bear. Where is that dude? Grizzly bear. Oh, obviously it should probably be in here.
Did you know that grizzly bears, also known as Ursus arctos horribilis, can hibernate for up to 7 months a year?
Yes.
But then again, given the chance, I think a lot of people would do that too. Select one of the bears and you'll bring up its information panel.
I just did.
This is where you can find out all kinds of information about your animal. The most important thing being its overall welfare. You'll learn more about animal welfare today as we go through your objectives. But for now, let's enjoy this magnificent animal. Why don't you select the camera at the bottom of its information panel?
Oh, that was just what I was looking for.
This is a fantastic way to get a close look at your animals. You can also get this view of an animal by simply double-clicking on it.
Just looks
Okay,
amazing.
when you're ready, let's pop over to the other side of the zoo and take a look at the lions. I've marked their location for you to find.
Cinematic view of it. And oh, orbit. Okay. Well, you are pretty, mister. This is pretty. Alright, that's something I need to kind of for enrichment. He wants more enrichment, obviously. You can call a vet, you can call a keeper, and you can send them to storage. Animal camera, yes. Figure that one. Wait. Alright, objects placement. So just height shift plus. I think I will have to see that other time. Locate the West African lion. Lion. Over there.
Panthera Leo Leo, or the West African lion to you and me. Lions are the most social of the big cats, and there can be as many as 40 lions in a pride. Although
Wow.
prides of that size are pretty rare. As Bernie would say, those lions are awesome. Which is precisely why I handle the training instead these days. Anyway, how about we get started on those objectives? Come on, let's head over to our warthog habitat and see what needs doing there.
A warthog. I think you said like an empty habitat, right? What? It's over here. Alright.
As you can see, it's a lovely space for warthogs, but it's missing a certain something.
Yeah, a warthog.
Well, two somethings. The warthogs. So I'd like you to adopt a pair of them. To adopt animals, we need to open the animal market, which is in the animal trading section.
What is that? A small barrel feeder. Oh, okay. Animal trading.
There we are, a pair of perfectly splendid warthogs for our zoo. Just click on them and select Buy from the side menu. Normally the animal exchange would be full of animals, but I've emptied out the market while you learn how it works. The last thing I need is you accidentally ordering a dozen elephants.
No, that would not be good. 29 minutes is still that you can purchase this warthog. Alright. Zoopedia. I'm sorry, I didn't. Oh. Near threatened? Where's the warthog? Look, all these animals. The Bengal tiger. Wandering spider. A gharial. Oh my god, there are a lot. Springbok. That's Dutch. Springbok. Zelfs, same as the how's that other thing called? Let's come on up. Aardvark. Or so, those are Dutch. Least concern, alright. Oh, look at what you can see. Savannah, rainforest, this is awesome. Sub-Saharan Africa, great. 2. Oh, look at that. Minimum habitat requirements. 84 Celsius. No height. 290. Okay. Oh, I'm quite interested in this. Sexual maturity 2 years. Number of awesome per mating event to the 8. This is literally what I'm checking out everything in Sudoku 2. Hey, root vegetables, high fiber, cardboard box. The name of the group of common warthogs is a sounder or sounding. The upper tusk of the common warthog can grow up to 25 centimeters long. Common warthogs sleep in the abandoned burrows of other animals, usually aardvarks. I did not know that. Shear against each other, making the bottom tusk razor sharp. Warthogs use these for attacking predators. Common warthogs back into their burrows so that they're facing outward. Yeah, okay. Enriched by sharing their inhabitat with these animals. This is awesome, because these are literally all the things that I'm looking for in Sudoku 2, where I made an own website, like, with that shit. Back. Alright. Adopt.
When you adopt an animal, it's automatically placed in a trade centre where they're held until you're ready to move them into their habitat, which, as it happens, you are. So how about you move them into their new home? When you ask for an animal to be moved into a habitat, your caretakers will go to the trade centre, collect your animal, and deliver them to your selected habitat.
Alright.
I've marked the trade centre's location, so let's go and watch the caretakers in action.
You said you marked it. Oh, it's over there, alright. Oh, there they are!
Well, as you can see, those caretakers don't hang about. They'll move those animals to their destination as fast as possible. Of course, normally we'd have to place the animals into quarantine before moving them into a habitat. But I am assured by a person of good standing that these warthogs are in the very rudest of health. Right, let's get the warthog's habitat finished up so we can keep them nice and happy. You see, each animal in the zoo has an overall welfare statistic, basically how happy they are. And that overall welfare statistic is itself comprised of 4 different areas: nutrition, social health, habitat, and enrichment. Luckily, if you select an animal, you'll bring up their animal welfare information panel, which we saw earlier, where you can see how they're doing. That way, you'll know exactly what areas need to be addressed. Don't worry if that's a lot to remember. You can always check the Zoopedia for more information.
Look what a cutie! They are so cute.
Let's start by making sure we're taking care of the warthog's nutrition welfare. To do this, we'll need to place a food station and a drinking station. Now, each animal requires a different type of feeding station. And for the warthogs, it's a small feeding trough. So let's add one of those and a water bowl.
Enrichment, food. Where can I buy that? Habitat? Nums, yes, alright. So, a food trough. Small. Where do I want to put that one? Uh-oh. Put it over here. And a water trough. Put that one over here.
Animals also require stimulation to keep them happy. Let's add a lovely mud bath for the warthogs to roll around in. That bath will count towards their enrichment welfare, specifically their toy enrichment welfare.
Alright, so habitat. Enrichment items. A mud bath. Alright, so that's literally the only one that I have. Oh, look at how big that is. Let's place that a little bit like in the front that people can see that.
Oh, nice work. You've got a knack for this, I see. Now,
No.
Our contractor had to leave in a hurry, so this place is in a pharaoh state. Unfinished thingamajigs and whatsits all over the shop. But the first thing we need to finish is the ostrich habitat. It's over near the hippos.
Alright. Ostrich habitat. Over there. Hippos?
Okay. Job number 1 here is to add a habitat gate before we complete the barrier. Every habitat needs a habitat gate.
Oh yeah.
After all, how else would the keepers get in and out? Just make sure it's hooked up to the path so the keepers can reach it.
There? Obstructed? Why? It won't let me put. Oh. Well, that's weird.
Right.
Now
Let's
what
complete
works?
the perimeter barrier so we can adopt us some ostriches. I've marked out an area for you to use, so I'd like you to finish off the perimeter using the brick barrier. Good work.
Nice.
Remember, before you can place animals in any habitat, it has to have a full loop of connected barrier.
Obviously.
Now, you've probably noticed that guests can't actually see into this habitat at the moment.
Well, that's good,
At
right?
least not without a stepladder. But seeing as they're banned, I'd like you to select a piece of barrier and swap out the brick for a glass barrier, so the guests can see in.
Oh, wait, what?
There we go.
Alright.
Adding in more windows gives guests even more opportunities to see the animals in a habitat. It's always best to make sure the guests can get a good view into a habitat from the path they're walking on, because it makes them happy, and because this would be a pretty terrible zoo if they couldn't. The last thing we need to do is to add a donation box. You see, when guests enjoy the view of an animal, they'll make a donation.
Yes.
Just make sure you put them in easy-to-reach places, like near a viewing point. Donation boxes are one of the main sources of income for the zoo, so make sure you remember them.
I did it!
You finished the
Thank
habitat,
you.
so
Yes.
it's high time we adopted those ostriches, don't you think?
Yes.
Let's get 4 of them in here.
Alright. Animal trading. Ostriches. 4 of them. Wait, but that one is a good one, but those are... Oh, it's 15 years old? 13 years old? Why are you like that poopy? What is that? What does that mean? Oh, less fertility. You see that? That one is like 50% fertility, 50% immunity. So that one probably is sick. Oh, that one is not fertile at all. So you need to check in that also. Alright? Okay. Okay.
While we wait for them to be collected by the caretakers and brought to the habitat, you should get it ready for them. Add a suitable feeding station, water station, and an appropriate food enrichment item. It's often best to place things like enrichments and feeding stations near to the habitat perimeter, so guests can get a really good view of the animals.
Yeah. I totally forgot how I could move. Because I was not looking like... How can I move? How can I change this though? Okay, I understand that. How do you change that? Oh god. Pause. I need to figure something out. Settings. Controls. Object placement controls. Place object. Cancel placement. Road Z. Okay. Alright. Wait, I did play, right? Alright. So... we are going to put them... like over here. That's one. Food. Oh no. Over there. Alright. So we have food and we have water. We don't have anything for that. And we have a slow feeder. It will be fun to have that one over here. Oh! Yay!
Oh, good to see the ostriches have somewhere they can really stretch their legs. Did you know they can actually run at 43 miles per hour? Oh, heaven forbid they ever escape. The speed camera fines alone would bankrupt us.
Okay.
Well, Bernie certainly seems impressed. Did you do his speed camera joke? Every time we get an ostrich. So, now we've made the ostriches' lives a bit better, let's do the same for the keepers, shall we? To make it easier for the keepers to feed the ostriches and hippos, we should build a new keeper hut.
Alright.
Keeper huts are where the keepers prepare the food for animals, so they should be placed near to the habitats to make sure the keepers don't waste their time walking when they should be looking after the animals.
Okay, so I'm going to end this first part of the first look because I do want to do the silver and the gold also, because I now just did the bronze and figure a little bit out how it is. I want to do silver and gold also in a upload, first look, however you want to call it. It's probably first look part 2. So, thank you guys for watching. I hope you guys liked it. And I hope I'll see you guys in part 2 of this episode. Bye bye.